everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 90 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is using single crochet for the most part and making a swirl design with working in the back loops only. And then we're working with mini cluster stitches and then the traditional granny stitch around the edge. So this one has quite a few stitches in it, and it makes a great cool design that you can use in anything that you're making. So this is a lot of fun. The supplies we need today are just all scrap yarn. I'm using 10 ply size 4 medium yarn by Red Heart Super Saver, but you can use any scrap yarn that you have lying around. We are also using an H size hook, which is 5 millimeters for all 365 days of granny squares, so make sure you have that, as well as a yarn needle and a scissors, because we will be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and those are just great tools to have in these projects. Before I start, I want to mention to please check out the link to the blog. You can go to the blog and find out where to get all 365 days of granny squares. If you click the image, it will take you to the video tutorial, and some of these have written patterns. So if you go to the bottom of the blog, it will show you a list of those patterns that other designers have participated in this project with us. So thank you for that. And also, you will not see number 90 on there though, because this one does not have a written pattern. So, but some of them do. Also, check out the links to the Facebook and the Instagram in the description of this video. You can share your photos on today's post on Facebook in the comments section, and tell me what you like about this one today. If you liked working in the back loops, or if you did anything differently, share your work. Also, share your work on Instagram and hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so that I can see your work. Also, follow me on Snapchat. I've been snapping a lot lately, so make sure you follow me there, and you can get the information all in the description of this video. Subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I do want to thank my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with me. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you check out our channel, and if you could, go to our channel on the right hand side. If you scroll down, there's a blue button that says support. Be sure to support us so we can keep bringing you fantastic crochet tutorials. Thank you to those who have already supported us. We greatly appreciate it. So let's get started and make number 90 granny square. To start off, we have to make a slip knot, so put your short end over your long end, fold that down, and then pull that through and pull tight. Insert your hook and we can start. To start off, we want to chain 2, so yarn over and pull through 1 and 2, and then in the second chain from the hook we are going to put 8 single crochet. So the loop on the hook never counts, so count 1 and 2, and then put 8 single crochet in there. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 2. Insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 3. Insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 4. This is 5, 6, 7, one more for 8. Okay, now we are going to, if you need to, grab a stitch marker or an extra piece of yarn to kind of measure, to kind of mark your beginning of your rounds, okay? Because we're working in a continuous spiral for this first part. And we're going to be working through the back loops only, so usually we work through both loops like this. Both loops, both loops, both loops. But this time we're going to be working through the back loops only. So this is the back loop, back loop, back loop. You can see here these are the front loops. This is a front loop, this is a front loop, this is a front loop. So we're going to work through the back loops only for this first part for rounds 1 through 6, or I guess 2 through 6 now. So going on to round number 2, we are going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch around. So just go right into this very first one here, into the back loop, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Go directly back into that back loop only of the next stitch right there, the same stitch that we just worked that 1 single crochet in, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then hop to the next stitch, but work in the back loop only, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, insert your hook back into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're putting 2 single crochet in each stitch around, and we're working in the back loops only. So at the end of round 2, we should have 16 single crochets, and I'm almost there, so let me make sure I have that amount. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, back to the beginning. We're just going to count around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Awesome. Okay, then going on to round 3, we're going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch around again. So we're going to move our stitch marker up and then work 2 single crochet into each stitch around, just like we just repeat the last round. So 2, 1, 2, 2 in the next, 1 and 2, 2 single crochet in the next, okay, 2 single crochet in the next, just like this. So we're just going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch around for 32 stitches, and make sure you're working in the back loops only, and then I'll meet you up and we will go on to round 4 together. Alright, so I have 32 single crochets all the way around, worked in the back loops only. Now I'm going to move my stitch marker up and we're going to go on to the next round, round 4, which is just 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So going right into this first one here, we're just going to put 1 single crochet. Okay, back loops only, so insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, hop to the next stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to have 32 single crochets again after round 4, and then I will meet you up and we will go on to round 5 together, and we're going to be increasing again. Alright, I just finished round 4 here. We just have 32 single crochet again, all the way around, back loops only, looking good so far. You can kind of see that it is, there's a line there from those front loops that we skipped, so you can see the ribbing effect, which looks really cool, and especially in person it looks really cool. So anyway, going on to round 5, we are going to move our stitch marker up. And on this round, we are going to increase. We're going to put 2 single crochet in the first, or this next stitch right here, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then repeat that all the way around. So put 2 single crochet in this next stitch, 1 and 2, back loop only, and then put 1 single crochet in this next stitch, back loop only. Then do that again. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then just put 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and we're working in those back loops. Okay, again, next stitch, 2 single crochets, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and just repeat that sequence all the way around. At the end of round 5, you will have 48 single crochets. So I'll meet you up. I'm just going to repeat this, 2 single crochet in this next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Working in the back loops only. I'll meet you up and we will go on to round 6 together. Alright, so I have 48 single crochets after round 5. Moving my stitch marker up, going on to round 6, we are just going to repeat what we did for round 4. So we are just going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around for another 48 stitches. So just put 1 single crochet into each stitch, working in those back loops only. and then we'll meet up. We are going to fasten off after this round, and in round 7 we are going to create our square shape. Okay, when you come back around and you just put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, you just want to slip stitch to this very next stitch. And I'm going to go on the back loop here, so just go right into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, now if you are not changing color and going on to round 7, you want to slip stitch underneath both loops. Like this, you can go underneath both loops, or you can go into the next stitch underneath both loops, slip stitch, and then chain up 3 and go on to round 7 with me. But I'm going to change color, so I'm going to chain up 1 here and cut my yarn. Continue pulling that through and pull tight. I'm going to insert my hook under both loops. I'll just go right into this one because I just slip stitched to it and it'll be hidden. So I'm going to go under that one right there. I'm going to remove my stitch marker at this point because you don't need it anymore. We're going to be working around this big circle that we just created. And I know I said in round 7 we're going to be creating the square, but I was wrong. We are going to be doing something else, just making cluster stitches around. So slip stitch, just pull that through, and then chain up 3 with your new color. 1, 2, 3. And in the same stitch we are going to make our beginning cluster, which is actually just a double crochet. So yarn over, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we are going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through 1, and then we're going to skip this very next stitch and go into this next stitch for a cluster stitch. And our cluster stitch is yarn over, go into that stitch right there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, okay, hold it, yarn over, go back into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops and then chain 1. Okay, and we're going to repeat that then all the way around. So skip this next stitch, cluster in the next, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and then chain 1. Skip this next stitch and cluster in the next stitch. Okay, and then chain 1, and then skip the next stitch, cluster in the next stitch, and then chain 1. And just repeat that all the way around. At the end of this round you will have 24 cluster stitches, and once we have that done we can go on to round 8 together. Alright, so when you finish, just chain 1 and then slip stitch to the beginning double crochet of this round, okay? Not the chain up 3 right here. Just go right into the actual double crochet and then yarn over, pull through and through, okay? At this point, if you're not changing color, just slip stitch into this chain 1 space here and chain up 3 and go on to the next round with me. But I'm going to chain up 1 right here and cut my yarn and pull that through to fasten off. You can insert your hook into any chain 1 space for if you're changing color and going on to the next round. And then hook on your new color. Okay, pull that through and then chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put 2 double crochet in the same chain 1 space. So yarn over, go into that chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And then again, yarn over, go into that chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now we are going to create our corner, so we are going to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through 1 and 2, and we are going to put 3 more double crochet into the same chain 1 space we're working in. So yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we want to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, and then we're going to skip over this cluster stitch right here and this cluster stitch right here. So skip over a whole chain 1 space and go into this next chain 1 space and put 3 double crochets in there. Or I'm sorry, 3 half double crochets, my bad. We're going to yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's a half double crochet. Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and again yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Those are 3 half double crochets. Then chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, and then skip over this next chain 1 space and go into this next chain 1 space for 3 more half double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and again yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Then chain 1. We're going to skip over this next chain 1 space and work in this next chain 1 space. We are going to make our corner, and our corner is 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet all in the same chain 1 space. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 3 more double crochet back into that same space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then chain 1, and now we're going to skip over this next chain 1 space right here and go into this next chain 1 space for 3 half double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 1, skip over this next chain 1 space, go into this next chain 1 space for 3 half double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 1, and now skip over this next chain 1 space and go into this next chain 1 space for our corner. So we're going to put 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 3 more double crochet back into that same space. So 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 1, skip over this next chain 1 space here, go into this next chain 1 space for 3 half double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 1, skip over this next chain 1 space, go into this next chain 1 space for 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 1, skip over this chain 1 space, go into this next chain 1 space for our corner, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet, all in that same chain 1 space. Then chain 1, and we can finish off our last side here, skip this chain 1 space, go into this chain 1 space for 3 half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, then chain 1, skip this chain 1 space, go into this next chain 1 space for 3 half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, then chain 1 and slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3 of this round. So you see 1, 2, 3 right in there. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Pull tight. And to fasten off, I'm just going to chain up 1, cut my yarn, and pull that through. Pull tight. You can stretch out your square. Make sure that it is a square. You can block this if you'd like. I'm just grabbing my yarn needle. I'm going to sew in the rest of my ends here. Just have a few ends to sew in, and I suggest you sew your ends in, you know, while you're making your square or after you make your square, just so that whatever you're making with them, you don't have to sew them in at the end of your big project. Whether you're making a blanket, a cardigan, a bag, a pillowcase or something, you know, whatever you're making, just sew in your ends as you go. You'll save yourself a headache later. So just sew them in like this with the corresponding color underneath these stitches. Just like that. One more here. And then that will be done with number 90 granny square. So thank you for watching my videos, and make sure to share your photos on the Facebook page, on the just comment on today's post on Facebook with your photo. You can do that, and I can see your work there. Also share your work on Instagram and hashtag 365 days of granny squares, and there you go. You may need to block this one. It kind of bowls up a little bit, so you can lay it flat, pin it down, spray it a little bit. But that looks really cool. That was a lot of fun to make. Very fast, very quick project. So thanks again for watching. Like I said, check out those links in the description. And subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Happy hooking, everyone!